Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're here for round 5 of a standard league with blue-black Glint-sleeve siphoner control. So let's go ahead and see what we can put together here. We had a pretty devastating loss to Sultai Energy last round. And I think we've taken enough time that we've recovered from that beating. Although these mulligans are pretty painful right off the bat. I don't think we can keep this hand either. This one I feel much better about. That's the kind of 5 I'd like to see. Something to catch me up, enough lands to function on, and even some early interaction. This is obviously bad against another control deck. Interesting. That could imply approach. They play one of authority in the main. No idea what we're playing against currently. Definitely getting a swamp off of this Evolving Wild. So it's some kind of ramp deck. I wonder if it's just mono white ramp into Approach of the Second Sun, maybe. Get a swamp. Hopefully they're ramping into something like Carnage Tyrant that I can take out with this Bontu's Last Reckoning. I have no idea what's going on, but I'm going to cycle that to try and find a counterspell, which we did. Somebody's brew is apparently doing quite a lot of work if they're 3-1. That's pretty good for them. Do we play this? I don't think we do. Like, we're supposed to wait one more turn. And by one more turn, I mean one more land drop. So they're at 4, 6, 7, 8 mana currently. 9 mana. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Another treasure map. And now they get to start drawing cards. Oh no, they're just scrying. I thought they were going to start sacrificing treasures to draw cards. The fact that they just ran out a treasure map indicates that they don't actually have whatever they're ramping for in their hand, so I'm going to run out our thematic compass. Guess I should be paying attention to where they're scrying. Put a card on top, so that's not good for us. Well, they've been putting cards on top for a while. Field of Ruin. Target artifact, yeah. It's gone. Man. We're pretty lucky that we're just not already dead, I'm fairly certain. But we definitely didn't have the best luck with those original mulligans. And then got punished for the hand we did keep by playing against something that's not creature-based. Pass to our opponent. Is this land not legendary? That's crazy. No. Uh-oh. Yeah. So, that's 6 cards down for our opponent. Do I cycle this or do I play it? I definitely think I cycle it. Do I do it now or later? If they have another one, we just lose. They have 1 card in hand. 2 cards in hand. What did our opponent gain so much life off of? Did I miss something? Do you gain life whenever Essence Scatter goes into the graveyard? Yes. Land? Okay. That's pretty good for us. Now we have 5 cards, I believe. No, 4 cards before the approach. Scavenger Grounds. Well, so our opponent could probably just draw a bunch of cards and kill us with approach. I don't know what else we're supposed to do in this situation. Just bluff counter spells. I don't think they're going to not go for it. So I think it's 1 or 2 cards down still. But they do have enough mana to activate their treasure maps twice, and so I don't think that's approach. I think it's 1 more. And now we lose. Yep. Alright, so mono white, they could board in Regal Caracols. I guess they're not even technically or forced into being mono white since they're playing the treasure maps. They could be splashing for any number of 1-colored permanents, but we're definitely going to board as if this were a control matchup and just leave in Vraska's Contempts more than likely for any big shenanigans they might play. So Thematic Compass, Moment of Cravings, Fatal Pushes. What are we up to? 10 cards that we're trying to board in. Bontus can go. Essence Scatter is better than Vraska's Contempt at dealing with anything that gets value when it enters the battlefield. So I guess we do that. There's an argument to bring back in Thematic Compass because it ensures we hit our land drops. But I don't think that that's our plan in this particular matchup. If there were some number of creatures, maybe. Actually, I'll do Thematic Compass over Hieroglyphic. Yes, we'll play it first. This hand looks pretty darn good. Playing the Fetid Pool is tapped. Hopefully no Authority of the Councils. I don't think they'd keep that in against us. Yeah. Drowned Catacomb. Glint-sleeve. I'm coming for you. No! Well, I have another one. Definitely didn't anticipate Baffling End staying in, or coming in, rather. Maybe they just changed their... that's fine. I'm gonna Vraska's condemn that. Maybe they just changed their whole plan. At least now if we draw a Scarab God or something like that, they likely have less removal. I have no idea. No idea what our opponent's doing over there, but they got us well. Like, if you have another piece of removal, oh, you're cycling cast out in response to me casting the Scarab God? You have got to be shitting me. You left in all this creature removal against the control deck. I want them to tap that Scavenger Grounds so that I can Field of Ruin it. I can't believe they have all this creature removal. It's ridiculous. Guessing you don't have anything that's flash. Are you just considering hitting the Scavenger Grounds? I could disallow this and then Field of Ruin the Scavenger Grounds, but I'm only really losing one disallow. And now before he untapped, I'm going to take care of that. And get an island. It's outcard advantaging us in mono white. Scarab God, Scarab God, Scarab God. Torrential Gearhulk's pretty good. Second Torrential Gearhulk's pretty good. Also, it sucks if it gets Ixalan's binding, but I guess Scarab God was an awful draw, because that's Ixalan's binding, so I don't actually know what I'm talking about. We're gonna Torrential Gearhulk Glimmer on their end step. Cancel. We're gonna crack this first. Sleeve is keepable. Field is not. Double Glint-sleeve I'm okay with. And Glimmer I'm okay with. I do want to be able to keep up this Torrential Gearhulk, so let's figure out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can play 1. Possible we don't want to overcommit to the board. If our opponent brought in or left in all that removal, maybe they have sweepers as well. I can't imagine, but I was still so shocked by that removal being there that I guess not much would surprise me now. So they are going for a cast out. We're going to Glimmer in response to that cast out. Hopefully find a disallow or a negate. We're going to go bottoms. I guess we could have also played our Gearhulk to counter that. But then we don't get to Glimmer. As I mentioned previously, I don't think we want to commit too much to the board. But with this Gearhulk representing a counter spell, I feel a little bit better, especially now that we have lethal on board. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so we can cycle Fetid Pools also. That's fine. That one's not fine. And you're tapped out, correct? Alright. Took down game 2. So they bring in a bunch of creatures. Unfortunately, they know about our Glint-sleeve Siphoner plan for game 3. I don't think there's any way that we don't stick to that plan, though. It's possible that we are supposed to bring back in Moment of Cravings for the Adanto's Vanguard, or Vraska's Contempt, just because it hits both Adanto's Vanguard and Regal Caracol. So we can bring back in this. We can take out Thematic Compass. And I'll do a moment of craving over a hieroglyphic, I guess. So that gives us 5, 6, 7, 8 ways to deal with creatures, plus gear hulks and disallows. Yeah, that's my plan. That was weird boarding on behalf of our opponent. I think this hand's keepable. We're actually going to wait until we can play the negate in addition to the Glint-sleeve Siphoner, I think. Although they... No, could have Thopter Arrest as well. I was going to say they specifically have to have... a dinosaur one, where whenever it leaves, you get a 3/3 dinosaur. That resolves. And it dies. One more turn, we get to play Glint-sleeve and hold up negate. Go for an Odonto here, we will. Disallow it. I'll disallow that. Essence Scatter would be a good draw. Honestly, Search isn't a bad draw either, but we'll continue to hold up negate. Very happy to be able to negate this. Land. Negate's good. I'm not complaining there. 1. Attack. If we tap down for Search for Esconta, we lose our ability to disallow. I don't think I'm afraid of creatures. Regal Caracol. I definitely should have not played the Search for Esconta. Regal Caracol could be a complete beating. Cast out. Glad you didn't go for the Caracol, buddy. Let's do Search for Esconta trigger first. Ah, damn it. I did that wrong again. Put Glimmer into my graveyard. Probably not. I'm going to hold up Disallow and be able to Glimmer on his end step if I don't have to use the Disallow. It's going to 6 lands. Roscoe Relic's fine. We do want to hit land drops. I don't know that we want to hit that many land drops. Yeah, we'll keep them. Control Z. We'll keep Field of Ruin on top and put Swamp on the bottom. Pretty likely to find another land anyway. Stacking Glint-sleeve first so that we get to do this. Yeah. Yes, put Evolving Wilds into my graveyard. Yes, pay the life. Going to start by addressing our opponent. Take Settle the Wreckage. And we'll hold up. Disallow for the Regal Caracol. Opponent has one unknown card in hand, and it's a Danto Vanguard. How about that? Stacking Glint-sleeve Siphoner first. Put Drowned Catacomb in my graveyard. No. Yes. Yes. Play the Drowned Catacomb. Contempt, or there's no need for us to even contempt because Glint-sleeve Siphoner is amazing and has Menace. So we can instead contempt on their end step, or just not bother. Feeling pretty good about our chances in this game. They have one unknown card in hand. You're in for 3, my man. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lands, so we could contempt and Field of Ruin, or we could Azcanta and Field of Ruin. I like Azcanta plus Field of Ruin better, so let's... What order do we want to do it in? Am I correct in saying there's nothing instant speed that we're afraid of out of them? I'm pretty sure. So I think we want to Field of Ruin first. That's fine. And we're going to get an island. Just sacking this. Scavenger Grounds. Now I Azcanta. Whiff. Definitely glad we have all those on the bottom. Guess we should have dressed for attacking. How many lands are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll wait a turn because this way we get Gearhulk plus negate, and we'll dress next turn. Not that we have to play Gearhulk this turn, just that it's an option. Not worried about taking 3 damage. Instant speed. Nothing we care about. I could Vraska's Contempt this. I'll just be patient. Yes, we'll use Glint Siphoner's ability. We're going to dress our opponent this turn. Regal Caracol is a good card. That's not what I wanted to click on. I wanted to click on the revealed zone. There's one Regal Caracol. Which we don't currently have a very good answer for. Surely we'll find an essence scatter, or a disallow. Or a disallow. No, it has to be an essence scatter. And if not, we're still okay. We're just not in as good of shape as we were. I'm pretty sure we're going to find an essence scatter, though. Nope, we whiffed again. That's 3 whiffs in a row? Oh no, we got to search for Escons off the one. We'll put Gearhulk first, and the rest in any order. And then that resolves. So that's a shame. Glimmer's not an awful draw. I think where Vraska's contempting, and then offering to trade Glint-sleeve for both of the cats. Or we just attack and force him to trade. How many lands are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can Torrential Gearhulk and Vraska's Contempt, which means we can clear his entire board. I wish I knew if he was still running Approach of the Second Sun, because that could be a great top deck for him. He didn't take it. Interesting. Unfortunately, the Scavenger Grounds is going to be a bit of a pain, but the Gearhulk, I think, by itself is probably good enough. See how aggressive our opponent wants to be. If he attacks with everything... Oh no, because we should have blinked now, because then he definitely wouldn't attack with everything. I really feel like we want to play Gearhulk this turn. It forces our opponent to crack the Scavenger Grounds, or not. Oh, it enters tapped. Our opponent goes to 1. Opponent goes to 1 this turn. Do I actually want to do this? No, I don't think I do. Could take that out. We could actually just leave Torrential Gearhulk back. Let's get our information first. Possible we should have Esconted that turn. Both of these go to the bottom, I believe. Another Gearhulk is great. I did forget that it comes in tapped, so that's not good. So I may have just punted this game away by doing that. And somehow we've fallen way behind on time yet again. I've definitely been playing around a lot of things, so that kind of makes sense. For our opponent doesn't draw a blocker, well, they have to leave stuff back, right? We get an end step, we cast Torrential Gearhulk, and we have, ooh, this takes us to 1, correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm at 1. What are you targeting? Don't you die regardless? You target the Gearhulk? That's your last card in hand, right? Your last card in hand. I go Gearhulk, which you obviously don't know about the Gearhulk, so I guess your play is fine. Ooh, no. Why did you target the Glint-sleeve Siphoner? Alright. A little bit confused about our opponent's choices there at the end. Appreciate you watching the videos. If you saw any mistakes, let me know in the comments. If you saw good plays that you liked, let me know in the comments. Hope you enjoyed the league. We ended up 4-1, playing some interesting decks along the way. This one, not the least of those. And we'll be back with another league. I'm thinking Modern Zoo next, so we'll be back with that shortly.